Once upon a time in the roller coaster of love, I found myself entangled with a captivating woman named Nancy. She was my muse, my heartbeat, the one I envisioned spending a lifetime with. But hold on. Before we dive into the juicy details, make sure to hit that subscribe button for a front row seat to more riveting stories. Now let's unravel the twists and turns of today's roller coaster tale. She was the one I wanted to marry. I literally had big plans for me and this girl. I was even processing her visa because I wanted to take her abroad. Nancy was so beautiful and well-endowed. She wasn't really the kind that talks much. She's an introvert, so quiet and well-mannered. I got engaged to Nancy Coos. We had dated for over a year and she had done everything right, so there was no point in wasting time. My friends were telling me that I was rushing things, that I've not really gotten to know her well enough and it was too early to make her my wife. Honestly, I was deeply in love and didn't give a second thought to what my friends were saying. In my head, I thought they were just jealous that I was getting married to a girl this fine and hot. Both my male friends and female friends were so skeptical about her. They keep saying that something seems off about her, that she's just too quiet and creepy, that I don't know what she has in her mind. I laughed it off whenever they say it. Nancy didn't have friends at all or siblings. I was always asking her to introduce me to her friends, or at least invite them over so that I can get to know them. But she kept telling me she has no friends or siblings or whatsoever. It was strange to me, but I didn't bother probing her. But after the engagement, I kept probing her to introduce me to her people, that I want to come and see them. She kept telling me that she only has a mum, and that she is not close with her mum like that. I was surprised. How can you say that you're not close to your mum? She said they had issues some years back. I asked what the issues were and she said it was over $100K debt that she owed her. I told her that it's not a problem, that I'll pay the money. She said I should send her the money, that she'll go and pay it herself. I sent her the money, and she traveled to settle with her mum. Her phone was switched off for days when she traveled, and there was no way to reach her. I was worried, and I don't know anyone close to her to reach out to. I got a text 3 days later from a strange number. The person told me that my girl is a prostitute, that she'll ruin my life. I was shocked. Tried calling the number, but it didn't go through. After some days, 5 days in total, I called and this time it rang, and she picked up and she was sounding so off, as if she was high, and there was loud music playing in the background, as if it was a party, and this was late in the night, around 10 p.m. I asked why she has been unreachable, and she said her phone died and there was no light. No light for 5 days now. I heard a man's voice in the background and I heard it well. B said, "Babe, come back to bed." Immediately she cut the call. I called severally and she didn't pick anymore. That day passed, and I called her early in the morning the following day. She told me she slept off. How, like what the fuck is the meaning of you slept off? She said she did. And immediately she said her mum is here, that Elle can speak to her mum. I talked to the woman and she was thanking me for keeping her daughter safe and for being kind and good to her daughter. Then I told her I plan to marry her daughter, and I want to come and see her people soon. We talked and we talked for hours and I got to know her mum. My girl came back the next day and I let everything go. I confronted her about it and she was trying to deny it. We were having serious arguments and raising voices. Then my gateman came into the house because we were almost about to start fighting. He separated us and told me that he will handle her, that I should not worry. He told me that she didn't sleep in my house whenever I traveled, that she even had guests without my knowledge, and they were men that she told him that they were my friends. That's why he didn't bother telling me before now. So she has been bringing clients to my own house to sleep with. I was so mad. She packed her things and ran away. Her mum, or should I say so-called mum, called my phone much later that day and told me that my girl is a prostitute. I was so offended. She said that she's not her mum, that she's the woman that raised her since she was 17, that she owns a brothel, and that my girl was one of her girls that she used for runs, and that when she was 22 she ran away with her money, that the 100K was her money, and that she is still doing prostitution, even till date, that she even stayed with a client over there when she came. I was shocked. So all these while, I've been in love with a prostitute, and I didn't know I was going to marry a prostitute. My gateman told me that one time I wasn't home. She tried to seduce him to have sex with her, that she even wanted to do it with him and his friend, the gate man of my neighbor, that she wanted both of them at the same time. So one man cannot handle her. She wants two. My gate man told me that he wanted to tell me, but he was scared. I wouldn't believe him, that I would have cut his head off. So I called her so-called mum and thanked her for saving me from such a grave mistake that I would have made. Thanks. Don't miss out on all the exciting content coming your way. Hit subscribe and let's embark on this journey together. Thanks for being a part of our YouTube family.